Hey guys, it's Miss Ketchum. We are going to review volume now. We are first going to look at some words that you could see in a word problem that could tell you are finding volume. So when we are talking about volume, you're typically looking at a three-dimensional figure. So like my water bottle is a three-dimensional figure. It holds water. It's like looking at capacity there. So if I see that I am filling a bottle of water, or if I'm filling a sandbox, or I am filling a garden with soil, I am typically talking about volume. Capacity, volume, soil, how much something holds, looking at volume. The word hold. Contain or a container, how much something contains. Potting soil, you're filling it up. To fill something up, it has to be three-dimensional. If it was a flat surface, it would go everywhere. Sand, water, boxes inside a cargo truck. When you are finding volume, your units will be cubed. That's written as units. Cubed. Oops. Units. Or even cubic units. All mean the same exact thing. If you see this, you are finding volume. It is cubed because you are multiplying a length, width, and a height together. You're multiplying three sides. To find volume, I have written down the formulas off of the reference sheet. Remember, the link to this reference chart is in the assignments part on the Google Doc. Alright, so I have S times S equals the volume of a cube. Guys, I'm going to show you an example in a minute, but side times side times side is completely different than side times 3. I'll give you an example just to prove it to you in just 1 minute. I also have length times width times height, or big B8 for a rectangular prism. Big B, remember, is the area of the base. When I'm finding area, I multiply length times width. Length times width, and then when I bring down that H, I have the same formula as that. Just to draw a quick sketch, this is a cube. Remember, I'm able to use S times S times S because the faces of my cube are a square. And I know that on a square, all sides are equal. So the length, the width, and the height would all be equal on a cube. And this is a rectangular prism. Alright, I want to show you real quick on how S times S times S is different than 3 times S. So if I said I had a cube with a face, we'll call it a side, with a side of 5. What is the volume? Writing these formulas down is going to be so important, so you're making sure you're doing the correct thing. I'm going to do it the correct way first, and then the wrong way. So I'm looking at cube, and I want the volume. So I go to my reference chart and realize that the formula for a cube is side times side times side. In my problem, it says it has a side length of 5. So I'm plugging in 5 for here, here, and here. Make sure once you have written this formula down here, you are using it. 5 times 5 is 25. Bring down that times 5. I know that 25 times 5 is 125. Then I'm going to label it units cubed. So that is the correct way to do it. I have seen a lot of people write down the correct formula plug in the numbers in the correct places. But then go down here and do 5 times 3, because I see 3 5s, so that means 5 times 3, right? No, these are completely different answers. Please do not write down the formula correctly and then just do 5 times 3. This is how you need to do your problem. This is wrong. This is right. Wrong, right. Okay. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to label this cube. Not this cube, this rectangular prism, so we can find the volume of that. We'll say this one is 6, 2, and 4. And it wants, if I said what is the volume, I would write down my volume formula for a rectangular prism. My length is 6, so I'm plugging in 6 for L. My width is 2, so I'm plugging in 2 for W. My height is 4, so I'm plugging in 4 for H. 6 times 2 is 12. Bring down my times 4. 12 times 4 is 48. Then I have to label it units cubed. I multiplied 3 edges together, so it is cubed. Please make sure you are using your formulas. They're your roadmap, they're your cheat sheet, whatever you want to call them. Please write them down and use them correctly. I miss you guys so much. Remember, if you have any questions, please reach out, and I will talk to you later.